This month on City in 15, who responds when there's a regional emergency of major proportion? Learn about the fire department's EMT certification and where's a great place to live later in life? You'll find out coming up. Welcome to the February edition of City in 15. I'm Selena Tisdale, and we're here at Midland Fire Station number 1 to learn about the regional response team that calls this location home. All this and more coming up after Libby Richard and your C15 headlines.
With state and federal taxes due in 2 months, check out a helpful community resource. The Grace A. Dow Memorial Library's Tax Corner gives you access to just about every form and publication you'll need in order to file by April 15th. Located near the reference area, the Tax Corner offers many paper forms, plus a computer on which you can search for online tax publications. You can also use the library's public internet-accessible computers to e-file your tax return. For help with the filing process, the Reference Desk has information on local tax assistance options. Call Reference at 837-3449 for details. We're in the thick of winter and could get a lot more of the white stuff in the coming months. Here's a refresher on the city's snow plowing process. Depending upon the amount of snowfall, city crews will first plow or salt major streets like Eastman Avenue or Saginaw Road, plus bridges, overpasses, and the hospital and school zones. When these routes have been cleared, crews will then tackle local streets, starting with routes on the next day's refuse collection schedule and continuing through the days of the week. For example, if it snows on Monday, crews will begin plowing side streets scheduled for Tuesday collection, then proceed to Wednesday, Thursday, and so on. Last month, we took you on a tour of City Forest, the city's 520-acre nature park. If it's too chilly at the park, chill out at the Midland Civic Arena. There you can enjoy indoor ice hockey, figure skating, broomball, and more. And if you're looking for a place to hold your next event, consider the arena's North Rink with its dry floor. The rink is available for rent, offering approximately 17,000 square feet of space. For city news and information, be sure to bookmark our website at www.midland-mi.org.
Here at the Midland Fire Department, nearly all of our 44 firefighters are certified emergency medical technicians, or EMTs for short. Just what is an EMT and why is it important to you? EMTs are licensed through the state of Michigan to practice medicine and provide services that are one level above medical first responder, our previous service level. The majority of firefighters at career fire departments are EMTs or greater. 85% of our department is licensed to EMT or above. EMTs spend at least 30 hours on continuing education every 3 years, double what's required of medical first responders. This extra training increases our knowledge and helps us not only diagnose emergency issues, but understand why they can be a problem. We also learn additional skills, like how to handle equipment to secure a patient's airway, stop potentially life-threatening allergic reactions, or apply traction splints for a broken femur.
We're going to get you out of here and get you to the hospital and hurry, okay?
On average, the Midland Fire Department can get to an emergency scene in under 6 minutes. With that quick response time, an EMT's skills can provide life-saving support to a patient before an ambulance has the chance to arrive. From ice rescue to hazardous material situations, your Midland Fire Department EMTs have the skills when you need them most.
Twice each year, property owners in the City of Midland receive a bill for taxes based on the value of the property. Bills are due in mid-February and mid-September. An important point is that just about 1/3 of what you pay goes to the City of Midland, while the rest of the money you pay goes to other governmental units, including the County of Midland, the Midland Public Schools, and Delta College. The city collects on behalf of those other agencies. It's also important to note the value of what you receive for the taxes you pay to the City of Midland. If you own a house with a market value of $100,000, you pay approximately $760 annually to the city. about $63 on average each month. That money pays for police and fire protection, garbage collection, an award-winning library, the city's 72 parks, and other services. Compare that cost to what you pay each month for your cell phone or cable TV service. The City of Midland provides many services for the money. For information on your Midland property tax bill, contact the City Treasurer's Office at 837-3315 or visit our property information site online at www.midland-mi.org.
Did you know the cities of Midland, Bay City, and Saginaw work together to form a regional response team that plays an important public safety role for 14 counties in this region? It's not often that they get deployed, but when they do, it's nice to know they're ready to serve. Midland Fire Department Training and Safety Officer Greg Weisbarth leads Regional Response Team number 31. There are 15 regional response teams throughout the state playing an important role in responding to critical incidences.
The team could be deployed for toxic industrial chemical events. We refer to those as TICs. We also respond to weapons of mass destruction, from unknown powder substances to nerve agents, gas agents that could be deployed. We also respond to methamphetamine labs with the Michigan State Police, providing their hazardous materials protection and operations to that end. There are a wide variety of things.
Michigan's Regional Response Team network was implemented in 2002, shortly after the events of 9/11. The startup funding came from $1.4 million in grants from the Department of Homeland Security. The City of Midland plays a very important role in this region.
The host department that maintains all the assets, and the assets refer to the truck, the trailer, and the equipment that it carries, is housed here at the Midland Fire Department and maintained by the Midland Fire Department. Some of the equipment that is carried on the truck is what I would call highly technical equipment. One of those being what we is called the Smith ID kit. And the Smith ID kit allows us to take samples of unknown substances, solids, and determine what it is. So in a white powder event, which we've had in the past, we would be able to get a sample of that product where it may be, run it through the Smith ID, and come back with a very high accuracy of what we are dealing with.
$100,000 annually in Homeland Security funds supports ongoing training and upkeep and replacement of equipment. No local tax dollars are invested in this regional response team's service, but the benefits are priceless.
The importance of having that equipment here allows us to respond immediately. We do not have to wait for another team that may have to come out throughout the state of Michigan. The deployment times could be, 2, 3, 4 hours before you could get a response, depending on where that team's coming from. So to have it here in Midland, to be able to serve Region 3, the Great Lakes Bay Area, is of critical response time to those that live in those communities. We have it here at home, and if you need us, we will be there.
12 of Midland's 44 sworn firefighters are trained in regional response team tactics.
Becoming a resident at Washington Woods or Riverside Place is an easy process with few minimum requirements. 62 years of age in any income range will accept as low as 55 if there is no waiting list. In the case of a family, one member is at least 55 and no family member is under the age of 18. All prospective residents will receive a needs assessment to determine what services, if any, will be needed to make living at Washington Woods or Riverside successful. Waiting lists at either location range from immediate openings to sometime as long as 3 months before an apartment will open up. If you are placed on a waiting list, priority is given based upon application date. Applicants 62 years and older have preference on the list. Washington Woods has immediate openings available. For more information, contact Washington Woods at 989-837-3494 or Riverside Place at 989-837-3535.
Here are the dates and times of some upcoming city meetings. Parks and Recreation Commission, Tuesday, February 5th, 7 p.m. City Council, Monday, February 11th, 7 p.m. Planning Commission, Tuesday, February 12th, 7 p.m. Cable Access Advisory Commission, February 13th, 7 p.m. There will be no Downtown Development Authority meeting in February. Meetings are cablecast live and replayed on MGTV 96 or via streaming video on the city's website. The deadline for winter taxes is Thursday, February 14th.
Whether it's responding to a hazardous materials incident or your family's need for fire or EMT assistance, it's nice to know the 3 stations of the Midland Fire Department are here to help you. Thanks for joining us for the February edition of City in 15. We'll see you next month.